my cool paint booth. And you can tell it's very cool. So I did the other panels. I've got this panel and that panel to do. But so you saw all the different ways we decided to do it. That's what I want to get to. I'm not going to get to that, but I like how this turned out. So, oh, I got to do, yeah, okay. So as you can tell, it is very, very just dark, and you can definitely tell there's highlights of it in the different parts of the light. Like over here, you can see, you know, then as you move down, it disappears and stuff. But yeah, so this is the new way we've decided to do it, and it looks very, very weathered and old. And I think actually this piece is done completely. Yeah, so this piece is done completely. That's pretty weathered, and it's, you know, you can see like there's like a line there and there's a line there, and I'm going this way when I paint it, and so there's not a good, you know, I'm going with the grain, but it's very dingy looking, you know, and so it looks really cool, I think. And so I think that's what we're going to go with, because we actually sprayed it with another kind of paint, and we got that. That looks terrible. So we've gone from this to this, and I like it. So we've used this again, but this time with paint. The first two that you saw, the first three you saw, which was the brush, the sprayer, and the roller, that was all with stain, with that gray stain. The next two, this one, which is a crappy one, and then the one that we're going with is with latex paint. And I basically took this darker gray latex paint, and then I took a you know what, it's gonna take too long to undo that, but it's a darker gray latex paint with a little bit of light gray and a little bit of brown and a little bit of green, like forest green, and I mixed them all together, mostly dark gray, and painted it on there and used the sprayer, and it does these panels in about 5 minutes. So haunt panels almost done. I just have two to do, and I'll be good to go. I gotta cover the pool first, because pool's got stuff in it and I don't want to get paint in the pool. So we're going to cover that, and then we're going to paint. But it's a little windy today, so we may not actually paint today. I think I might not paint today because of the wind, and I don't really want to get the spray all over the place. So I just wanted to show everybody the final look of our panels, and then we're actually going to put 1x3s. We're gonna frame these out 1x3, and then we're going to put a 1x3 going in the middle, so it'll have more of a frame. So it'll look kind of like that. I liked the way that looked, the frame, but it'll be a full 8-foot panel, and then that will also hide the seams of the boards together. So it'll look pretty cool. So think of it kind of similar to this idea, you know, how you have the different panels, but not so, you know, obviously not so spaced out. Okay, so, you know, I probably should move this stuff before I start filming, but I have a mole problem. Yeah, I do. Anyways, so I know I haven't been showing a lot on Facebook, only because I'm, you know, because I'm doing all a bunch of stuff, doing, you know, crazy, going crazy vacations and all that kind of stuff. But I do have flats done, and I have more over there. Those are the ones I did earlier, that you saw earlier on the other video. By the way, I'm filming this before I've even posted the other vlogs and stuff. So today we're going to take a we're going to drill all the holes in the sides to do the bolts, because we're going to bolt this all together. It makes it super fast to put together and super fast to take apart. Spider legs. And so we're going to measure out where they're going to go, which I've already done. I can actually show you on this one over here what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it at, because these are 6 foot 5.5. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do it at 4 foot 11, and we're going to do it at 1 foot 7. The thing is, it's going to be a little tougher to do this than I thought, because the idea is that I was going to drill all of these so that the holes are in the exact same spot. Problem is, I need to drill them in the exact same spot on the wood as well. And some of these are 2x4s, and some of the, well, these ones I'll all do together. It's funny, as you start explaining something of how you're going to do it, it goes, oh wait, we can't do it that way. Okay, so I cut out this part because I had to rethink about what I was going to do. So because I've got 2 different panels, I've got 2 different sizes of the edging. I've got 2x3s and I've got 2x4s. It won't be able to pre-drill any of the 2x4s, any of the 2x3s, but all the 2x3 panels are all going on the top. They're all going to be the second story of the cabin. Those are going to be the bottom story. So those can all be cut, those can all be drilled together, and those can all be drilled together, the ones to the top and bottom. So I can pre-drill it, I just got to make a jig, and I have an idea. So you see how I'm going to have to do this right here. So I've got to basically space out where this is going to go on every single board. Well, you got this little, that's going to be weird looking on video. Oh look, molehill. Damn it. I hate these moles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut it to the exact height of this board, and I'm going to pre-drill that. Then every time I go, I'm going to take this little piece right here after I cut it, and then I'm just going to put it on every board with a hole already through it. So then I just drill through it, and every time it's the same exact height. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Okay. Coming to you this morning on this bright sunny morning to basically we're going to show you what we've done for, there's a new haunt group on Facebook called Hauntcycle, and it's started by Christopher and Ann Presley, and they live in North Carolina, I think, South Carolina, one of the two, and they basically started started it for you to use, like, reuse stuff and not buy stuff to make props. And it's kind of a, more of not, hey, let's see what I bought type of group. It's more of a, look what I made out of whatever I had around type of group. So, which is perfect, which that's what most home hunters do anyway. So, they've been running a couple of contests, and last month was a witch's kitchen, which is ironic because we're doing a witch scene this year. And then the other one was to do this month is to do like an accessory for a witch, so, or what would go in the witch's kitchen. So now we last year Ashley started to do her book stand. It's a terrible view because I have stuff. I'm in the middle of doing 15 different things. So this is what it is. You get spray foam down there, and you've got your coals and the rocks and stuff like that, and then we've got these twigs and branches that we got, and then right here used to be a nice big piece of wood that I can't find. I'm a terrible husband. Yeah, I can't find it. So we have to make a new one. So Jim Erickson will be very upset, but we had to dismantle part of my half of a coffin. So the other half is way back there. So he still gets that if he wants. But this is the top of it. So what we're going to do, because we can't find that piece of wood anymore, is we're going to cut this right there, and then this will be the book stand. So the book will sit on here, and then this will be a little edge and stuff like that. So it's not as tall as the other one, but I think it'll actually work a little better. So in all reality, it's going to look she had a way that it looked nice. But so basically it's going to look like that, with obviously that end cut off. So we're going to cut it today, and then she's going to finish that part. We need to use cotton balls as well. That's a surprise part of it. So we're going to use cotton balls. So we're going to do the egg sacs and hang them from there. And then we've got our witch broom. So anyways, so yeah, that's what we're going to do today. It is also Ashley's birthday today, and so that's good. Happy birthday. Yay. And I think we're going to clean up the backyard a little bit, because I've got lots of wood from the panel building, so I've got all that to clean up. But we're going to do that later on this afternoon, or maybe this evening. Probably have a fire or something like that and burn some of it. And then tomorrow we're going to drill some holes in all the panels, so that we have where all the holes will go for the bolts to hold the panels together. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Yeah. So All right, we'll do this, and I'll show you the finished submission when we're done later on today. We have to turn it in by 5 o'clock tonight. So we have what?
It does work.
Oh, it does work. It's our giant Nerf gun. So, okay, back later. All right, so this is what Ashley finished today. So we've got her cool spell book, which isn't fully done yet, but it's pretty much, I mean, it's effective for what we want it to be. See, it's not done yet, but it's very done for Halloween if we want. Got PVC candles back there. We've got cool little, she's got the foam down there. We got pine cones. We got the broom. We got cool little sticks and the moss and the skeleton and all that kind of stuff. So mainly this is for well, this is for our scene this year because we're going to use it, but it's also for a contest for Hauntcycled, which is a Facebook group like I was talking about earlier, where you recycle pretty much stuff. And almost, I don't believe any of this we bought. I mean, other than the spray foam and the paint, but we have that on hand. We always have spray foam and spray paint. And I think the broomstick, I think we got or bought or something. But everything else is all, picked up. So, and actually, if you look behind, this is 2 of the wall panels for the facade. Yeah. They're painted, but they're not scenic painted yet. We don't have the siding lines on it and stuff like that I'm going to do thanks to Mary Fettner and from Alan Hobbs for his videos. So this is what we've got so far. So all the rest of the panels are in the backyard, but yeah. So all right. Just wanted to show you. Ooh, look at this. Sleep spell. I like one of these. Sleeping. Okay, so there you go. Wow, it's pretty awesome. Okay, so these are our trees for the front yard. And as you can tell, the water attacked them. So this one looks like it's flipping you off, but it's not. So what I'm going to do is, you see, I can pull it back pretty well. And I can make it back look very cool. See? That's how it's supposed to look. So, what I'm going to do, that one over there's doing it, that one right there's doing it, that one right there is pretty good, actually. But, what we're going to do is we're going to take these tomato cages, and we're going to rip them up, and we're going to make new spire things out of them. So, we're going to attach those to those. Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you in a little while. So, haunt on. I have to go save her. What? That's a fake cry. Do you want me to pull that? That's really fake. I'm gonna throw you in the pool. Can you say, hey, Lizzie, can you say haunt on? What? Lizzie, if I fix that for you, will you say haunt on? No? Lizzie, say haunt on. It's not working.